It is 5 red lights, and it is green light. Go, go, go. We go racing here in Austrian reverse as we go down towards that first turn. Elias leading the way, getting off to a great start as the Williams of Oliver not getting a good return out as well. The Alpine there of Cintium going up the inside of Reese as they go alongside, going up this left-hander, and now going into another left-hander, going downhill. We take a look at Kimi Dekunda as he's side by side going into this left-hander, very close up to Ransdell, just up ahead. You can take a look at that Aston Martin, that is Supply Raptor, falling down from around P12 up into P17. Not something you want to see for the Aston Martin as Kimi Dekunda is now overtaking AMS Ransdell. Now ran the outside going into this uphill left-hander. Can he keep it in between the two of them? And there you can take a look at the Ferrari just up ahead of them, trying to have to keep ahead of this situation as well. But Kimi Dekunda, the Alpine, has overtaken Ransdell, but without any pressure from behind. Can he go for the move here on Casper going down into the left-hander? Yes, he will. He sends it down the inside and he pushes Casper a little bit wide, but they're still side by side. Going into the last turn now of the first lap, they're still alongside, neck and neck, shoulder to shoulder. It looks like the Ferrari's got the better hand, and he has got the defence sorted, and that is the first lap done and dusted. But here we go, you can take a look at Rev Rob here, getting very, very close to Ransdell. Rev Rob, can he do something going into the last turn? He's going to pick the outside line, and they lock wheels as they go onto the exit on the final turn. The McLaren has completed the move. Yet again, Brady up right behind, and there's Sam side by side here with Ransdell as we go into this right-hander, now going uphill to the right. The McLaren is still sending it down the inside, but it was too treacherous and dangerous, and he drops down into P12 as we go into that last turn. Right down the inside goes the Aston Martin, back on the kicks. Alba, can he complete a very nice dive bomb? No, he can't, and Oliver Knight is side by side with Elias, but Elias is going to keep the position on the exit of that last turn, but the DRS is going to be utilised by Oliver Knight. They're going to go side by side going into the first turn here for the lead. The Williams is slightly ahead going into the turn, and on the exit he's absolutely past Elias. They're still so alongside though. Up the inside goes Elias, and he's completed the move right back on him, but Oliver not still looking for it. His nose is there, his wheels are there, his whole body is there, but can he get past the Mercedes? The man battling for P1 up the inside. He's got P1 right back at him as Elias went off track, and the Williams now leading on lap 4 here in the sprint race. But up the inside goes Elias once more, desperately trying to get that P1 back, but he can't. Well done to Oliver Knott. Very nice stuff. It's a bit of a chop and change at the back here. Neb Restream overtaking Sab round the outside. There's Gabnut overtaking for P2 here, but Elias looking to defend it down the inside. The VCOB side by side with the Mercedes going onto the exit of that penultimate turn. They're still alongside going into the final turn. Going down the pit lane straight. What's going to happen between the two of them? It looks like the VCOB is ahead of the Mercedes. No dive bombs going into that deep down left-hander as Neb Restream is side by side. It could be 3 wide going onto the straight here. No, but it's the Aston Martin and McLaren going to go side by side into that penultimate turn. A bit of a bump from the back there by Neb Restream, and Sab's going to pull through for the position. Oh my god, what is that? That's Oliver Knott! I'm sorry, I've just seen that out of absolutely nowhere. And he's binned it into the gravel trap and rejoining at P9. What was so promising for the Williams has now turned into catastrophe. It's now turned into a mountain to climb. And Elias overtaking Pesci down into the downhill left-hander. He sends it down the inside, and he's now ahead of Pesci. And I repeat, he is ahead of Pesci. That means there will be a 1-point gap for the championship between himself and Techipi going into the Grand Prix currently. And what could have been a Haas win has turned into Mercedes luxury. The penultimate lap, the downhill left-hander proves to be the overtake to grant Elias a 1-point gap going into the Grand Prix. He wins the sprint race, he takes 10 points, and he takes the gap to slim margins going into 36 laps. 3, 4, and it's 5 red lights. And it is green light. Go, go, go. We go racing here in Austria once more. And down towards that first. It's a great start there by Elias. Pesci can't get near him as we look down further in the grid. The Red Bull, the McLaren, and I think the Look, Ferrari there, all ghosting within each other, but here comes Pesci on Elias, going into the uphill right-hander, round the outside. The Ascot will look to go here for P1 on lap 1, and I think he's going to go ahead and do it. He's got the better exit against the Mercedes, as they're still neck and neck down the straight, nose to nose, wheel to wheel. They enter the deep right-hander, down the inside. Elias will absolutely push for it, round the outside. Pesci's looking to keep it, but Elias protects the lead. He still keeps the lead as we go into the double left-handers, but now down the inside goes Pesci once more. Can Elias protect him on the outside? No, he can't. And Pesci overtakes for the lead here in the Grand Prix. And Elias pushed down to P2. As the Ferrari going very, very wildly off track there. And Reese now capitalising on that opportunity. And you can take a look at Rev Rob into that first turn. Down the inside he sends it on the Ferrari. Can the Ferrari of Casper keep it? No, he can't. And here comes the Alpine as well. Through comes Kimi Nakunda. Right around the outside he goes of the Ferrari. Side by side he goes with the McLaren as they go uphill into the right-hander. Round the outside, the Alpine's looking to go here of Rev Rob. Can he get a position once more? Does Tetrapi, the championship leader, overtaking Casper for P7? And Kimi Nakunda could not overtake Rev Rob. But going down into the deep right-hander, he's going to look for it again. Down the inside, he sends it once more. As Tetrapi behind, just witnessing all of this, looking for a chance to pounce. And now he's looking for the pounce. He's looking for the opportunity to dive right down the inside into the double left-handers. Can he complete the move with the Alpine? Yes, he can. And the championship leader is getting switch-backed. He's getting switch-backed. But Kimi Nakunda's been pushed a little bit to the middle of the circuit. And Casper's coming through for P7. Unbelievable stuff here in the opening laps as Ransdell and Oliver Knott go side by side going into the last turn of the circuit. Is there going to be any contact? No, Oliver Knott just stays on the position as Tetrapi lets go the Ferrari and the Alpine, who now go side by side once more going into the first turn, and the Aston Martin sending it down the inside into the first turn on Ransdell on the championship leader. But fortunately for Tetrapi, he keeps the lead. But Elias takes the lead on Pesci. Elias leading once more here in the Grand Prix. Up into P1 as Ransdell are not going side by side once more. Ransdell up the inside. He's got the position as looks like Tetrapi's been overtaken. Kimi Nakunda looking for the manoeuvre once more, the championship leader. But he can't get it this time round. Looks like side by side here with the Aston Martin and the Haskar here, and it looks like Kimi Nakunda just got overtaken there by Oliver Knott. Down the inside he went. A little bit of a switchback is in order here for Kimi Nakunda though. Can he go up the inside into the left-hander here as well? Still neck and neck side by side, but it looks like the Alpine has overtaken that Williams. Samuel Drake Lee side by side here with Gab going into this double right-hander. He keeps it clean. Kimi Nakunda and Oliver Knott not keeping it so clean because the Alpine goes wildly off track. And here comes Gab, side by side with Ransdell going down the straight, going into the first turn. People neck and neck. They go into that first turn. It's Ransdell and Gab side by side once more. And looks like it's a bit of contact. And he goes wide. And the Ascot of Samuel Drake Lee's coming through here for P10. Tetrapi now down the inside of Casper, overtaking the Ferrari. He's up at a P6 as Epic OJ down further in the order has overtaken Sab. Not happy with these mediums, or maybe is he just looking for an undercut here on Elias. Pesci with a 10-second time penalty. That has ruined his race. It will rule him out of the win tonight unless something drastic happens this race. He looks to improve it though, hopefully for him, as contact between Rev Rob and Casper. And Casper's made the Aston Martin get damage. Ransdell has got damage. Big moment, he's now clipped the back left there of Mattia Manga. And I think Ransdell's race has just been ruined by a very silly mistake going into those double left-handers. But Elias coming at Pesci here once more. Is he going to go for it? Down the inside into the right-hander he goes. He locks up a little bit. And through comes Pesci with a switch-back manoeuvre. They're neck and neck going onto the exit here. Shoulder to shoulder. And it looks like the Ascot of Pesci is ahead. But if he can overtake Elias coming out the pit lane here, it would do him a great good in the championship battle. Alongside they're going to go. It's going to be close. into the first turn onto the exit. The Mercedes is going to be just about ahead of the Red Bull. But in comes Tetraby. Battle for the lead. The championship lead. Into the right-hander we're going to go. Tetraby down the inside. He sends it on the Mercedes as the Mercedes defending the inside line. He lunges it there on Elias. They're neck and neck on the exit. They're side by side. Still pushing the car with everything they can. And Elias is going to stay ahead. He's going to stay ahead. But down the inside again goes Tetraby. Again, Tetraby sends it on Elias. Desperately wanting to get the position, but he won't get it. And Elias pulling through, pulling ahead, and looking up towards the top spots. Tetraby, Elias, the battle for the championship. Oh no! It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Never mind. Ain't gonna happen, folks. Yeah, we're gonna view lap times as he's gonna go down the inside of the Ferrari here. Sorry. Can he complete the manoeuvre on Mattia Manga going onto the exit of that right-hander? He's going to complete the manoeuvre. But in comes the Ferrari once more. Bit of a move there. And round the outside goes the Ferrari. Can he get something out of this here? No, Gab is actually going to come through for the position. He's actually lost the position rather than gaining one. And in comes the Williams of Oliver Knott. Down the inside into the double left-hander he goes. Can he complete a manoeuvre? Yes, he can. What's Elias on, actually? Please tell me he's on 2. He's on 2. Ooh. We're going to study Elias. Oh, there you go, boys. It's things you love to see. There you go, boys. They've both got 3-second time penalties out of absolutely nowhere. I've jinxed both of them. As Pesci overtaking Casper, as Pesci does have actually a time penalty himself now. Oliver Knott overtaking Gabby. Down the inside he went. He's got a bit of a spin there. I don't know what's happened. Tetraby's dropped down into P5. He's dropping down the order. He's fading. Tetraby is fading. As there we go. Oh, he's took him on purpose. Oh my God. What has happened there? A safety car's come out. Tetraby's lost his head. He needs to go find it. But there we go. It is the 6-car restart, and we are go, go, go. Elias leading the way as Reese currently will win on penalties in the Austrian Grand Prix as we go down into the first turn. The Haskell there up the inside of the Alpine of Cintium. That is Pesci. Oh, there's a bit of contact there with Rev Rob going on to the exit, and through goes Brainy. Here the kick Salva. He's making a silent little comeback here this weekend. As up the inside is going to go Tetraby. It's 3 wide going into the right-hander. Bloomin' hell. It's 3 wide between Brainy, Tetraby and the McLaren. Going on to the exit though. It's 2 for one like a Tesco meal deal for the Red Bull as we go down into the right-hander. Down the inside goes Tetraby once more on the Haskell. Can he get the position once more as the Ferrari is looking for the position as well, as I think there's a bit of a chop and change up towards the grid, and around the outside Tetraby's going to go of Pesci. Can he complete the manoeuvre? I think he can. Yes, he can. Round the outside goes Rev Rob on Pesci now. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Can the Ferrari get it? It's 2 wide. Could be 3 wide. Still side by side here. Oliver not overtaking Pesci now. Pesci being pushed off track. I don't know what's going on, Pesci. I can't believe it. And the Alpine with a bit of a slide there into the turn. And Pesci and their Breastream side by side. Oh no! Big moments! Big moment there. Ned Breastream going onto the grass. And there goes Supply Raptor overtaking Gab. Down the inside he goes into the right-hander, sorry. And he gets the manoeuvre completed there. The Aston Martin is now down the inside. Cintium goes on Gab as well. And Cintium coming out of absolutely nowhere in this Grand Prix. Up into P3. Doing very nice stuff. Mattia Manga overtaking Rev Rob. But Rev Rob keeping the position. As we go on to the exit of that right-hander here. Going down into this turn. Looks like Oliver Knott is going to go side by side with Rev Rob as we go into the right-hander. Can Rev Rob keep the position on the outside line? It's a bit of a slip and slide there by the Williams going on to the exit. And it appears to be the position still within Rev Rob. But Oliver Knott is still not going to back down with it. He's not going to go out without a fight. And he's going to go around the outside once more into this right-hander. Can he get the position? But the McLaren is still keeping it on the left-hand side. They're squeezing each other as they go into the double right-handers. Oliver Knott will have the benefit going into the right-hander. There's a bit of a push there by the McLaren. But the Williams is through. Up into P7 he goes. And now what started to be a potential weekend for Elias to overtake Tetraby, it looks like it's going to be the Grand Prix weekend to almost certify a win for Elias in the championship. And still he's getting pressured by the Aston Martin. Down the inside he goes into the right-hander, and on the exit, it looks like Elias is going to get a better exit to Supply Raptor. And Supply Raptor is now going to use ERS. He's now going to look for the outside line going into the right-hander. Can he hang it around the outside? Can he get the position on track as well as off track? I think he can, but Elias is still keeping it. We're now going into the double left-handers here. If Elias gets his 3-second time penalty removed, this is all or nothing. But Supply Raptor is staying behind. And in a Grand Prix weekend full of surprises, twists, and dramatic moments, it looks like it's going to be Aston Martin's time to shine, as he will now come across the line. It's Supply Raptor to win the Austrian Grand Prix in Division 1 XRS. He takes the 25 points for both himself and his campaign, and as well for the Aston Martin. Supply Raptor taking the victory here in the Red Bull Ring.